What's happening, guys? It's Tony aka T-Slaps here, back with a brand new Draft League video, baby. I'm your coach at the Austin FC for Deerlings. This is our round 1 game of playoffs of the BBR, our Little Cup Draft League where we use baby Pokemon to duke it out. This week we're going up against Kirby, coach of the Portage Lillipups. Of course, you can go check out our opponent and all the other BBR coaches down in the description below. Well, be sure to leave a like if you do end up enjoying the video. Subscribe if you are new. Draft content is uploaded weekly on the channel. Spoilers for last week, so go check out that game at the top right hand corner if you haven't seen it already. But we actually played Kirby in our season closer to solidify our playoff seeding, and we beat him thanks to a fire coughing set and snapped his undefeated streak to end the season. We now ended at 5-2 and at the 6th seed, so despite what I believed would never happen to start our playoffs, Kurt actually chose us as his round 1 opponent to try and end our insane run. Now it's time to tell you what we're bringing and why we're bringing it, so if you're just interested in the battle, there's a timestamp on the screen or in the description to take you to the game. As we played Kurt last week, you should already know some of the threats that he has on his team against us. He has Hisuian Voltorb, one of the few Pokemon in this format that outspeeds my Apom and Cutiefly duo naturally, and he can threaten huge damage across my team with its dual stabs. Although it didn't come last week, I fully anticipate the Meowth to come to wall break for Kurt. With Technician, it has some of the strongest priority options in the game with Fake Out and Feint. Gothita actually got very close to cleaning up our team late as a Choice Scarfer last time, and one Pokemon that I think could cause a surprising amount of trouble for my team is Dratini, as either Scale Shot or Dragon Dance variant with extreme speed can punch in an unrecoverable hole into my squad. Leading our team into the playoffs this week is our #1 overall pick, Cutiefly. We're running a new item on this guy, Eviolite. Eviolite allows Cutiefly to no longer be revenged so easily by a Scarf trapping Gothita or Hisuian Voltorb that thinks it has my Cutiefly in range. It also allows us to take 2 Life Orb priority hits from the Meowth, where we can easily fold it back his team with our stab Moonblast. We have Psychic in order to nuke the Croagunk, U-turn in order to pivot around on his team, as keeping momentum on my side will be very important for bringing in my late game win cons. And finally, we have Sticky Web. If he does not bring his Sandshrew, our goal is to lead Cutiefly and just set up Sticky Webs right off the bat. They can severely cripple Kurt's team, and if he's unable to remove them, it prevents Kurt from really having any chance of revenging my fast offensive threats on my side. Our second Pokemon on our team this week is Toadschool. He's rocking the same exact set as last week with Earth Power and Gauge Rain as strong stab against Kurt's team, Knock Off to remove important items from the opposing side, and Rapid Spin to remove hazards set by the Sandshrew or Chespin. With our EV investment and our Hell Oranberry, we should always take 2 Leaf Storms from even Life Orb Hisuian Voltorb, where we can either remove the Life Orb or just do huge damage with an Earth Power. The third Pokemon on our team is Houndour, which is the other Pokemon on our team that had no changes from last week. Dual Stabs and Dark Pulse and Flamethrower hit incredibly hard into Kurt's team, and with our Choice Scarf, we can outspeed nearly his entire roster and always threaten to revenge any Pokemon on his side. We have Sucker Punch for emergency priority in case of something like the Shell Smash Shelter, and we have Destiny Bond in case we need to take something down with us, which actually came in handy last week. Speaking of Shell Smashing Shelter, our dedicated Pokemon to stopping that Shelter is our Eviolite Croagunk. We've altered our EVs from last week to provide a bit more bulk so that we can add just a bit more of a safety net in beating that Shelter after it Shell Smashes. We also are running Sludge Wave this week rather than Poison Jab, as it hits the Shelter much harder. We have Earthquake in order to hit the opposing Croagunk, Sucker Punch we can pick up the KO on weakened Pokemon from Kurt's team, and Upper Hand in order to OHKO the Meowth clicking Feint on my Croagunk, or the Shelter attempting to click Ice Shard. We're bringing back Apom next in order to pressure my opponent's team with strong normal stab, with Fury Swipe for huge damage paired with Skill Link, and Fake Out for nasty priority to chip down Kurt's team. We have Knock Off to remove items from the opposing side, and U-turn for momentum in order to switch out on an Eviolite user that my Apom might not be quite ready to KO. With both of our Eviolite users already chosen, we changed Apom to a protective pad set in order to be safe against a static Hisuian Voltorb, as keeping Apom's natural speed tier to challenge the Meowth and his other speedier mons could be super important. Finally, to wrap up this team, we're bringing Qfant as a surprising Choice Scarfer into my opponent. Qfant naturally has a lot of bulk to provide me with a safe option against the Meowth, where even if he turns out, we could potentially catch a revenging Pokemon off guard with our Choice Scarf and KO them with Sheer Force boosted Iron Heads. We have Zen Headbutt in order to nuke the Croagunk, and Body Slam is just a safe neutral click against his team that is still powered up by Sheer Force. Finally, we have Stealth Rock, as if we can find an opportunity to set up the rocks against his team, Hazard Chip is more than enough to put Kurt in a terrible position for the entirety of the game. That's going to be our team for round 1 of playoffs. What do you guys think of the team? Let me know in the comment section below what changes you would have made to the team. I'm very nervous to be playing Kurt back to back, as he has a ton of information as for what works against him, and beating someone back to back is never an easy thing to do. Big thank you to T-Row, Keegan, and J-Bear for the mock support this week. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around and hit that like button if you did end up enjoying the team builder. Now don't hold back the game any longer. Let's get right into this battle. And here we are, round 1 of playoffs going up against Kirby. Let's see what 60 decided to bring. Super nervous, super late, a little tipsy, but I think we can hopefully snag a win off Kirby here. Happy we're having this game happen because we were definitely anticipating playing kind of late, I guess 4th wall break, but we ended up getting it figured out, so that's always nice, right? So Shelter, Hisuian, Voltorb, Croagunk, Sandshrew, Meowth, and the, what's that one called? Gothita. So kind of what I expected. I didn't think Chespin would come anymore. I think Chespin kind of got bodied when, you know, you really think about it. Dodruchini and Starly is kind of nice because they both did have their way of breaking through my team and getting a little bit annoying. So he did bring the Sandshrew though, which means we don't really necessarily have to lead Cutiefly right away. However, I do kind of like leading Cutiefly. I guess worst case is he leads Meowth probably. I guess Voltorb would also be kind of annoying. But of course we have the Toad Scroll play, so we're going to go ahead and lead with our Meowth, see what happens. Good luck, have fun to Kirby. I'm very nervous for this game. I'm very happy with how the season ended up. Either way, whatever happens here, I'm very happy with how the season ended up. I was glad I was able to bounce back from a really bad start and things like that. So, but it would of course be nice to hopefully come out with a win here. Very interested to see what team he decided to bring, how he decided to not necessarily counter build, but you know, fix his team in response to how our first game went and things like that. Didn't really talk to him too much. You can lead off with the Croagunk, and I'm gonna lead off with my Cutiefly. So I really want to, man, I really want to Psychic here. If this thing's Scarf though, I'm gonna be like in such a terrible spot. So for now, I'm gonna pivot. I'm very scared of this thing being Scarfed off a lead and like just taking my guy, right? Because I imagine he kills me always here, even with my held Eviolite. I imagine he kills me, right? With like a gunk shot or something. I guess it depends how invested he is. Surprisingly. Actually, I might be able to live no matter what here. I'm going to fire off a Psychic against this team. We're going to see Poison Jab. So he is Scarfed. I might live this. We're going to live it thanks to our Eviolite. And we're going to knock out the Croagunk. Okay, so he is Scarfed. We're going to take the hit. And we're going to take out the Croagunk right away. That's super awesome. And that's one of his Scarfers gone. Oh my goodness. So he did actually bring Scarfed Croagunk this game. That's one of his Scarfers gone. Shout out to us living. He probably did not expect the Eviolite at all. So shout out to that there. I imagine Meowth comes in, or Gothita could come in as well and just Scarf Revenge us, which would be a bit unfortunate for sure, but that's fine. I mean, as long as it's not the Gothita that comes in, like, we're chilling here. And honestly, if the Gothita does not come in, it kind of screams to me that he's not Scarfed, because as much as I think like Scarf Gothita is always good at revenging, I think he has to be fearful of pretty much what happened last game, right? And so maybe he wants to be fearful of being able to switch his moves so he doesn't lose himself to like an explosion or a destiny bond, things like that. We're gonna see world turns, which is gonna be the Voltorb here. I always feel like my play is, man, is he gonna play differently this turn? Is what concerns me, right? Like, is it worth going in to Q-Fant here? Taking this hit from his Voltorb, predicting a grass move, because my last time my Toad Scroll was pretty telegraphed, right? So I kind of want to go into Q-Fant predicting that and go from there. I'm gonna make that play. I'm gonna make a Q-Fant play here, kind of aggressive. I'm gonna predict the grass move here and go into my Q-Fant and see what he wants to do here. He's gonna Energy Ball, yeah. He's gonna do 8 HP, 8 damage to me with that Energy Ball. So that was like a max roll, unless he's like a boosting item or something. So I get to Body Slam here for free, I think. Just do a ton of damage to his team. There I can make a double. But I think getting this Body Slam damage off would be super huge, right? That or I can Iron Head. Iron Head might two-shot. It probably won't though. If he goes into Sandshrew, that's fine. I'm gonna Body Slam here. He's gonna Volt Switch. So he has Volt Switch and Giga Drain. Or Energy Ball, I mean Volt Switch. Energy Ball. He's gonna go into Sandshrew. I'm gonna go into my Lowland Sand, or not my Lowland, my the Toad School here. We did about 20-25% to this thing. I mean, this thing is definitely Eviolite, so this is definitely one of his Eviolite users for sure. So unless he makes a double here, we're in a really good spot. And no matter what he doubles into, like, we're kind of in a good spot against his team. Unless he wants to like double Meowth, I guess that would kind of pressure me. In fact, taking that damage might have not been great. I should have gone into... Yeah, I think I should have gone into my Toad School on the Volt Switch. That felt pretty like obvious to tell. I should have gone into that, and I would have been in a really good spot. I'm gonna switch out here, so we'll find out right now. We also said the Voltorb did outspeed us, so either it's a speed tie or he just naturally outspeeds us, which he might just outspeed me. We're gonna see Spin come out, so he's gonna do a good amount. Does Leech Life kill me here? It's the same play as last time, unfortunately. Leech Life does kill me. I think I just take my KO here, or take my death here. So I can go into Houndour and do like 70% to him. Is that what I want to do here? No, I want Houndour to stay alive here. Fake it onto Fury Swipes never kills this thing, and I like get bodied by an Earthquake. I can go into Houndour here. I don't think I want to go into Houndour though. I'm in a really terrible fucking spot right now. I won't lie. He's gonna withdraw. It is. We're gonna do a ton with an Earth Power here. We're gonna do about half. Oh, I got bailed there. We live in here from this thing. I get to click Earth Power again against this team. We're in a really good spot now. I got bailed so hard there. Okay. Is this thing Eviolite? I don't think so. I don't think this thing's Eviolite. We get to click it again. We live a Leaf Storm here, I think. I actually didn't calc it. I think we live, though. Because he's not boosting item. We don't, actually. We don't live a Leaf Storm. So if he has it, he clicks it here. And he KOs me, and I'm not in the greatest spot. But I can go into Houndour and go from there. So there's always that, at least. I get to click Earth Power again here. If he doesn't have Leaf Storm, we're also in a really good spot. But I don't see any reason for you not to have it. He's going to Leaf Storm. He's going to KO me. We're going to live! Oh my god. That was a low roll. We're going to live. Thank goodness. So down goes the Voltorb here. Oh, he's Eject Pack. Okay. Eject Pack. So this thing's going to stay alive. That's fine. I did consider that in the builder. What do you go into here, though? Gothita? I guess you go with Gothita, take the hit, and then you just kill me? Yeah. So he's going to go into Gothita here. That sucks. Had I click Knock on some crazy read, right? I'm going to do about half to this thing. Just Spadap Drop. Not like it's going to matter. But we're going to do a good amount to this thing. We'll Knock in case he allows me to. I guess I could have swapped in case. He's going to Psychic, I imagine. Actually, this might not kill me. It's not going to kill me! We're going to Knock and kill. Down goes Gothita. Oh my goodness. And does that tell me that that's the second Scarfer? Yeah, it does. So that's the second Scarfer right there. So we know nothing else on his team is Scarfed. Meaning that either the Sheldor or the Meowth is Eviolite. Probably the Sheldor if I had to imagine. Wow, okay. I mean, Voltorb can come in. I'll let myself go down to an E-Ball. Or I can go into Houndour. Honestly, going into Houndour might not be bad and saving this for a sack for Meowth. Or for the Sandshrew revenge as well. Yeah, I might do that, to be honest. I think if he goes Voltorb, I think I might go into Houndour. If he goes Meowth, I think I just sack. Okay. Or did I just let myself go down? Is that safer? Could also go into Croagunk here. No, I want to keep this healthy for Sheldor. I mean, I know he's not scarfed. I'm gonna go into my Houndour here. See this thing as a sack. As long as he doesn't Volt Switch, we're in a good spot. Like, your Thunderbolts, that's fine, I guess. Get an Energy Ball. Okay. We're gonna take it. Dark Pulse is pretty safe here, so I'm gonna click it. So we should pick this thing off here. Always. Sandshrew gets 2-shot coming in. Meowth, of course, gets 2-shot. Everything gets 2-shot coming in. So we guarantee a KO here. Our Dark Pulse pick up our KO on this Breaking Voltorb finally. Do we live the hit from Meowth? I don't think so. I think we sack Q-Fan on the Meowth. So yeah, if he goes Meowth, I go into Q-Fan and sack it. If he goes into Sandshrew, I think I just let myself go down to get the Dark Pulse chip off. If he goes into Shelter, I think I just let myself go down it as well. Yeah, I think anything against other than the Meowth, we just take a Dark Pulse. Kill. I think so. I think that's the correct sequence here. Rock Bottom to Sandshrew. If he spins, that's fine. We still outspeed. Has Dark Pulse here, I think. If I Dark Pulse, I get to go into Cutie Fly. Kill with the Moonblast. So let's in Meowth. Sack. Like Toad School. Be okay, I think. I think we're fine with this sequence. Or do I just sack Toad School now? If I sack Toad School now on a spin, that's really bad for us because we net nothing. Yeah, I think I just have to Dark Pulse so I don't lose something on me like sacking to a Rapid Spin. I think that's the correct play. We're going to go ahead and Dark Pulse here. We should do a little under half. About half. We're going to see an Earthquake come out. So if I go into... Croagunk always outspeeds the Sandshrew. That lets in Meowth. I can upper hand, but if I'm wrong and I don't get the upper hand off and I get Fury Swipe, that's really bad for the Shelter. I think I go into Toad School here. I can Giga Drain. That forces in Meowth, which is fine. So I'll go into Toad School here. Fire off a Giga Drain against his team. This means Shelter can't go for a Shell Smash as well, which is really, really nice. It's kind of forced not to there. This forces in Meow. I just let myself go down, I think, at that point. Whether it be to a Fake Out, a U-turn. If it's Fake Out, I get to go into my Apom from there, I think. If it's... Okay, he's going to withdraw. He's actually going to save this Sandshrew. I'm going to get a big Giga Drain off on his Meowth, I imagine. Meowth. Is this going to be an Eviolite Meowth? No way, right? That did half. That might have been Eviolite. I don't know. I think I keep Toad School alive. Sack Cutie Fly here. I think I sack Cutie Fly here. Do I love a U-turn? I actually do love a U-turn, and that would be really, really bad for him if he clicks it, because he doesn't have a pivot into me from there. So I'm going to Cutie Fly here. I love a U-turn. He's going to U-turn. I live this, right? Awesome. That's so great for me. If he goes into Shelter, I do half, unless he's Ice Shard. I don't care if he's Ice Shard, though. He doesn't get to smash. He doesn't get to smash if he goes into it. I don't think he can fit Ice Shard onto his moveset either. Like, Ice Shard is such a hard brink for him. Like, Shelter is so stuck in a 4-move slot syndrome. So badly. He's going to go into Sandshrew and sack it, so he can get back into his Meowth. Did I go with the U-turn here? There's no way, right? If I can keep this thing around. It's actually a roll. I don't think I can risk it, unfortunately. I mean, low-key I could. I low-key could. I'm going to go ahead for now. I'm going to Moonblast. I think that's the safer play for me to do. I'm going to Moonblast, take my KO on the Sandshrew. Meowth should come in. I sack Toadschool, maybe? I think it doesn't matter whether I sack this or Toadschool. Either one of them can get sacked against the Shelter or the Meowth. They're both about, like, both of them died to an Ice Shard, pretty much from Shelter, and a Fake Out from Meowth. So neither one of them are better than the other in this situation. So I think I just click Moonblast here. I die. I go into Q-Fant. Can Q-Fant two-shot Shelter coming in? It's definitely not, actually. So from there, I go into Apom. Fake Out. Maybe I do sack Toadschool then. Actually, do you think I sack Toadschool? Because I can speed tie with this Meowth if it doesn't have Feint. So I think I sack Toadschool here. He's going to Fake Out, knock me out. Going to get a crit, so I don't get any gauge on his set, but I don't think that crit mattered regardless. I can go into Q-Fant here, I think, is my play. Okay, so I think my play here is to go into Q-Fant. And I need to get as much damage up as I can on his team. Body Slam does more to the Shelter, right? Yeah, Body Slam's my strongest move against his team, so I'm gonna click Body Slam here. Maybe he doesn't realize I'm Scarfed, and so he tries to take his KO, thinking that he KOs me. He's gonna knock. He's gonna win the speed tie. Oh man, that sucks. That's so bad for me. I mean, it's not bad, but that's unfortunate for sure. I'm going to Apom. Okay, this is going to be really, really bad. That was a bad, I guess not a bad play. I stand by that play. Unfortunately, though, I really should have EV'd so that I outsped there, always. I think I just click Knockoff here. He's going to Double Edge. I'm going to live it, so I'm going to KO this thing. I mean, he had Shard in the last matchup, so I guess you have Shard again. We're going to take him out, take out the Meowth. He's Soak Scarf. So you go into his Shelter here. But I think with Croagunk at full HP, I think we're okay. I think. I click Knockoff here no matter what. My strongest move into an Eviolite Shelter. Gonna come down to Croagunk, I think. I think it comes down to Croagunk. Live and hit from the Shelter. Which at full, I think I can always. I'm gonna click Knockoff here. Remove that Eviolite. As he smashes? Yeah, he's gonna smash here. I don't think I go into Cutie Fly here for a sack. I think I have to risk it, unfortunately, and just let it go down, because I cannot allow him to two-shot I can't allow him to smash again. I literally lose if he smashes again and he has like Protect on this set or something. So I have to just sack. I'm gonna go ahead and click U-turn here, I guess is fine. Just get that much damage off, because then I can sack pretty safely. I can't allow him. I can't go hard Cutie Fly here. That's a losing play if he Shell Smashes again. They should always outspeed me here and take me out. U-turn's fine here. Then we can go into Croagunk and win this game. I hope. You gonna liquidation me? Okay. Get the liquidation off. Go into our Croagunk here. It comes down to Croagunk living this hit. If Croagunk lives this hit, And we get the Sludge Wave off, we kill. It literally comes down to this. Croagunk. Please. He only hits twice. He's not even skill link. Was that on purpose? I don't know. But we lived as long as he didn't crit any. As long as he didn't crit 2, I think we lived. Wow, he used the wrong set. Right? Because there's no reason for you to be shell armor there. Unless he was like overcoat for like a spore or something like that. But it doesn't matter. We win this game. Oh my god, that was such a close game. GG to Kurt. We kind of got bailed on that freaking Toad School turn. So hard, but otherwise I think we prepped well, we played well. GG to Kurt. Don't know who we're playing next, but hey, we're in the semifinals. That's super awesome. Go check out our homie down in the description below. You can go check out all the BBR coaches as well, and we'll see you guys next week for the semifinals. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.